Have you heard of fat fire? It's a really funny term, but do you really know what it means? There is no hard, fast definition for fat fire, but generally what it really means is that you become financially independent, but you do so even though you have a large annual spending amount. So when we think of financial independence, we associate it with some degree of frugality. Usually, if you want to become financially independent in a shorter amount of time, you're going to need to scale back your spending a little bit. That's why I commonly use the example of $1 million and withdrawing 4% of that, which is $40,000 per year. But if we are talking about fat fire, then we need to multiply that number because someone who's seeking fat fire wants to spend a lot more than $40,000 per year. If they want to spend double that, $80,000 per year, then they're going to need double the investments. So they're going to need $2 million. If they want to spend $100,000 per year, then they're going to need $100,000 times 25, which is $2.5 million. So fat fire really is this. It really follows the same principles of regular financial independence, except for you're working with a lot bigger numbers. That's the only difference. And when you're working with a lot bigger numbers, what does that mean? It means that you're probably going to need a lot higher of a income while you're trying to achieve financial independence. So if you take someone with a combined household income of $200,000, which is pretty high, and you give them a 50% savings rate, which is pretty normal for those of us trying to achieve financial independence, they still have $100,000 per year to live off of. So relative to their $200,000 income, that's only half of what they make. But $100,000 per year for most people in most places is a lot of money to spend. It's actually really high, seeing as the median household income across the United States is much lower than that. So while there is no hard fast rule on when does it become financial independence and when does it become fat financial independence, the word fat really just means a lot more money. So you can assign your own number to what you would consider fat fire. Me personally, I just consider pretty much anything substantially over the median household income to be fat fire. Basically, you're not following really frugal concepts, and therefore you still want to achieve financial independence, but you're not doing it in a frugal way. You're pretty much doing it without limiting your spending. So you're spending more than the average household income, but you're also on your way to achieve financial independence. And like I mentioned earlier, you're usually going to need a higher income in order to do this. Fat fire works the same as regular financial independence. It's still going to be based off of what your savings rate is. And if you want to know about what savings rates are going to get you how many years of working until you reach financial independence, starting from zero, then check out the video above. In that video, I list a chart that has every savings rate and approximately how long it's going to take you to reach financial independence. And that holds true for people who want to achieve fat fire as well. Another similarity is that with fat fire, you're still going to be utilizing the 4% safe withdrawal rate. You might even utilize a safe withdrawal rate that's lower than 4%, say 3%. That just means that your investments are going to have to be that much higher. You're going to have to multiply your assets by 3%, and that would be your annual spending. So the only real difference between fat fire and regular fire is the amount of spending you're going to be doing and the amount of assets that you need to accumulate. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know more about financial independence in the future, because I love talking about it. Now, is fat fire right for you? I would say that fat fire might be right for you if you don't want to limit your spending, if you don't want your lifestyle to be controlled by frugal spending. So me, I really enjoy frugality. I really enjoy spending less of my money and trying to get the most value out. But it's not the same for other people. Some people just want to not worry about it at all. And if you make a really high income and you do like to spend a larger amount of money per year, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has different tastes and different lifestyles that they want to live. But if all that sounds great for you, then fat fire might be right for you. Hey, thanks you guys for watching. I'm Zach from OnCashflow.com, and I'll see you next time.